Hey everyone, I hope that you're doing well. I just wanted to check in now that we have wrapped up Module 2. As I noted in my feedback in the gradebook, if you weren't able to complete all of the responses, you were still able to do that. You're still able to post some questions. I'm actually going to post another question there shortly myself. Because I want us to talk a little bit more about historiography and think just a little bit more about historiography in terms of what the purposes of the books are. So there may be a little bit of overlap with the other video that I made talking about how to approach the reading for our class, where I talked about each of the books individually. But I did really want to emphasize, not just historiography, but also author purpose. So that's something I'll post about here in a minute. Here in this video, I just wanted to explain the differences between our various assignments. Hopefully it'll be helpful. So for Discord, that's where we start in every module, whether we're doing a discussion or a blog in that module. And Discord is meant to be open-ended. It's meant to be a place where we can talk about the things that were most striking to you. If there was something that didn't make sense to you in the readings, that's a good place to post about it and ask about it. I think everyone's been doing really well in terms of what the purpose of that is and how we should approach Discord. When we get to the discussion, though, that is something different. So the discussion board isn't meant to just kind of continue or repeat what we're doing on Discord, but instead it's meant to focus in on a specific question. So you're going to take everything you've been thinking about via Discord and via the readings and think about what is kind of one major question that I would like us to talk more about, and pose that question, adding context from the readings. So you'll notice a lot of folks did do that, added a paragraph with references to the readings to explain kind of what they're thinking about and why they're asking the certain question that they asked. Then in the responses, you respond to and try to address one another's questions using information and ideas from the readings. So again, the discussion is just a little bit different than Discord, where Discord's more open-ended. The discussion is more focused, and that's why I really wanted us to pose open-ended questions. I think those of you who did post questions did a good job of that. And remember, for our purposes, open-ended questions are just those that can't be answered by a yes or no, or can't be answered by a simple detail. So in other words, they're asking you to think about the larger meaning behind events, kind of take a stand on what you think about the ways that certain historical trends and issues took place, the things that we're reading about, of course. So that's the purpose there. And then the blog post, which we haven't seen yet, but we will see this week in Module 3, that is where I will pose a certain question. It's supposed to kind of wrap up what we've been learning about and thinking about up until that point. And so you'll write not just an essay, but you'll answer the question in a blog post, but you're really encouraged to add hyperlinks, add images, make it as creative as you would like, to kind of reflect your learning in a way that you might have a product that you would want to go back to and reference, or that you would want to share with other people to show them these are the kinds of things that I was working on and that I did during my college experience. So that's the purpose of those various assignments. And the culminating final project will, of course, focus on The Underdogs, on Mariano Asuela's book. But you'll have a lot of room to apply the various things that you've been working on, reading and thinking about, and producing in terms of doing a digital project that includes images, that might include videos and links and that sort of thing. So hopefully that's helpful just in terms of thinking about how the class functions, how the assignments fit together and kind of step up and scaffold into each other. At least that's the intention. Please let me know if you have questions, if you could use any help, and please do look for the additional posts that I'm going to place on the discussion board for Module 2.